Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is going to be one of the most important videos I've ever made on this channel, especially for those who are serious about building in Kenya. So stick around and find out why. For those of you who are new here, my name is Peter. I am remotely building a house for my family in Kisii, Kenya, so that one day we can all retire there and enjoy life in the village. Okay, now that I have your attention, let's dive right in. Let me ask you a personal question. Have you ever watched a construction project in Kenya start off with a bang, only to fizzle out halfway, leaving a skeletal structure haunting the landscape? Well, you're not alone. Unfortunately, this is tragically common sight everywhere you go in Kenya. And I'm here to tell you, it's often a preventable disaster. You've heard me talk about hiring the right professionals, but there is one consultant, one crucial player you absolutely cannot afford to overlook. So stick around, because this video could save you millions and years of headaches and heartache. I learned this the hard way when I decided to demolish my childhood home. My brother graciously offered his house for my mom and my sister to live in while the new house was being built. The only issue was that my brother's house needed significant repairs before it was ready for my mom to move in. We budgeted about 500,000 shillings to make those repairs. As the repairs progressed, the costs started to balloon. Receipts piled up, and before long, I realized with a sinking feeling in my heart that I had grossly underestimated the true cost of building in Kenya. But it gets worse. Back in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, I partnered with a business associate of mine to develop an industrial building in Nairobi. I poured over 5 million shillings into that project, not including the 6 million shillings that went towards the purchase of the land. And as you might guess, the project to this day remains unfinished. It's literally a monument that reminds me daily how uninformed, inexperienced I was. What a gross miscalculation on my part. And trust me, it won't happen again. The truth is, those unfinished projects you see are often a result of undercapitalization, which is a direct result of missing one critical consultant, the quantity surveyor. So, who is a quantity surveyor, you may ask? A quantity surveyor, in short, is like a trusted advisor. They are your financial backbone to your project. Let me repeat that. They are the financial backbone to your project. Thankfully, my architect stressed the importance of hiring a quantity surveyor from the get-go. For the current project in Kisii, the architect had a trusted team of consultants, including a quantity surveyor, making the entire process seamless. Now, for the remainder of this video, allow me to break down why you need a quantity surveyor and why you need them immediately after selecting your architect. So, here's a list of the top 7 reasons why you need a quantity surveyor. Reason number 1. Preliminary cost planning. Imagine having a crystal ball that shows you exactly how much every nail, every bag of cement, every hour of labor will cost. That's the bill of quantities, right? Also known as a BQ. The quantity surveyor's primary job is to give you a detailed, market-accurate breakdown of these costs, preventing those nasty financial surprises. Trust me, you need a BQ. The BQ is a financial roadmap, and without a well-detailed map, you're bound to get lost. Reason number 2, contract advice. Let me break this down. Navigating a construction contract is like walking through a minefield. The quantity surveyor will act as your guide, ensuring that you don't get trapped by hidden clauses and unfair terms. I recall the day I was signing my construction contract with the main contractor. The whole process lasted almost an hour, and throughout this process, I was confident I was not entering a trap because my quantity surveyor was sitting right there explaining every page before I signed. So here's reason number 3. The quantity surveyor is like a gatekeeper or like a financial watchdog. The quantity surveyor meticulously compares all the tenders to the BQ he created, ensuring you get the best value and avoid being ripped off. They will analyze every tender and share the analysis to you so that you make an informed decision. I can tell you that every contractor and subcontractor on my project in Kisii has been thoroughly vetted thanks to the quantity surveyor. Reason number 4, tendering document preparation. I know I haven't made a video about this, but once you hire an architect, a quantity surveyor, and all the other consultants, You will invite several companies and contractors to submit bids on your project. Here's where the quantity surveyor earns their money. The quantity surveyor will help filter all the received bids, and once a main contractor and subcontractors have been selected, the quantity surveyor prepares the tendering document. This saves you time and money. You don't have to be the one vetting all the contractors. You hire the professionals to vet the contractors on your behalf. Reason number 5, negotiation. So let's say you receive 2-3 bids and they all look good. Once you receive those tenders, let's say from company ABC or company X, Y, and Z, there is bound to be significant variation in costs. Here, once again, is where the quantity surveyor steps in, negotiating on your behalf, saving you money and stress. Like I said, they are literally your financial champion. Reason number 6, cost control. So as your project progresses, the quantity surveyor will keep your project's finances in check, providing regular updates and preventing budget overruns. Let me give you a specific example. When we were sourcing the custom tiles for the house, we received a quote from the main contractor, which was unusually high. Working with the quantity surveyor, we explored other options like directly buying from the warehouse and having the main contractor just do the installation. However, after doing some math, the quantity surveyor was able to help me realize something. I would have only saved about 200,000 shillings while assuming all the liability of delivering the tiles to Kisii from Nairobi, while also giving up the warranty. That would have been a monumental blunder on my part. All right, now you get it. Let's move on. Reason number 7, valuation of works. Right next to cost planning, valuation of works and project progress is one of the quantity surveyor's vital roles. They assess the work that has been done, ensuring that you are only paying for actual progress, not just promises. Now look, your project is like an investment, so you please need to treat it like one. Don't let it become another unfinished skeleton cluttering all over Kenya. The quantity surveyor is not a luxury, they're a crucial necessity for your project. Save yourself the sleepless nights, the constant worry that we need more money, panic texts at 2 a.m., and hire a quantity surveyor. And please don't wait, do it now and thank me later. Hey folks, I'm working on an interview with a quantity surveyor where we'll get into the nitty-gritty of their work. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I've included their contact information in the description box below. Reach out, ask questions, get the expert advice you need. Don't gamble with your future. Get a quantity surveyor. All right, enough rambling. Remember, a little planning goes a long way. Take care of yourself and be kind to one another.